Why don't birds use Facebook? Because they already tweet enough. Yes, you heard it right, the bird world is full of chatter just like our social media. And today we're going to dive into that world full of feathers and chirps. We're not just going to talk about any birds, we're going to explore two of the most extraordinary ones. So, now that we've shared a chuckle, get ready to meet two of the most unique birds in the world. The shoebill and the spoonbill. Ever seen a bird that looks like a living dinosaur? Meet the shoebill. This incredible bird is a sight to behold. With a height that can reach up to 5 feet and a wingspan of up to 8.5 feet, the shoebill is no small bird. Its most distinguishing feature is its large, shoe-shaped bill, hence the name. This bill, which can be up to 9 inches long, is used to catch its favorite meals, including fish, snakes, and even baby crocodiles. The shoebill's behavior is as unique as its appearance. This bird is known for its statue-like stillness. It can stand motionless for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike its prey. Once it spots a meal, the shoebill lunges with lightning speed, scooping up its victim with its powerful bill. But how does a bird this large communicate, you ask? The shoebill has a variety of sounds in its communication toolbox. From bill clattering to a cow-like moo, its vocalizations are as fascinating as the bird itself. These sounds serve as a means of communication, especially during mating season. The shoebill calls the swamps of East Africa home. It prefers papyrus and reed beds where the water is shallow, making it easier to catch its prey. It's a bit of a homebody, often sticking to a specific territory of up to 3 square miles. In terms of lifespan, the shoebill is a bit of a mystery. While it's known that they can live for over 35 years in captivity, their lifespan in the wild is still a subject of ongoing research. As for their diet, shoebills are carnivores. They use their enormous bills to catch prey in the shallow waters of their habitat, feasting on everything from lungfish to baby crocodiles. They're not picky eaters, that's for sure. So that's our first weird bird, the shoebill, a bird that's part stork, part dinosaur. From a bird with a shoe-shaped bill to a bird with a spoon-shaped bill, meet the spoonbill. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of the spoonbill, a bird that's as unique as its name suggests. Picture this, a bird with a long, flat, spatula-like bill that looks like it was borrowed straight from a kitchen. That's our spoonbill for you. Its bill is not just for show though. It's a highly effective tool for catching its favorite meal, which includes small fish, insects, and aquatic plants. Similar to the shoebill, the spoonbill is a large bird, but it's a bit more sociable. These birds are often seen in groups, wading through shallow waters in search of food. Their distinct swoosh-swoosh sound, made by sweeping their bills side to side in the water, is a telltale sign of their presence. Spoonbills are found in a variety of habitats, from freshwater marshes to saltwater estuaries. They're quite the travelers too, migrating long distances between their breeding and wintering grounds. If you're lucky, you might spot these birds in parts of Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. In terms of lifespan, spoonbills can live up to 15 to 20 years in the wild, which is quite impressive for a bird. They also have a fascinating nesting behavior. Both the male and female spoonbill take turns incubating their eggs, and once the chicks hatch, they feed them by regurgitating food into their mouths. Talk about parental dedication. Now let's talk about their food habits. Spoonbills are primarily carnivorous. Their diet consists mostly of fish and aquatic insects, but they're not too picky. If they find a tasty morsel while sweeping their bills through the water, they're going to eat it. So, there you have it. The spoonbill, a bird that's as quirky as it is captivating. Its spoon-shaped bill, sociable nature, and distinctive feeding habits make it one of the most unique birds out there. And that's our second unique bird, the spoonbill, a bird that seems to have borrowed its bill from the kitchen. Now that we've met our two unique birds, let's see how they compare to each other. The shoebill and spoonbill, while they might sound like they're named after items in your kitchen drawer, they are indeed fascinating birds with characteristics as peculiar as their names. Let's start with their bills, the most obvious feature they're named after. The shoebill's bill is broad, stout, and well, shaped like a shoe. The spoonbill, on the other hand, sports a long, thin bill that widens at the end into a shape that, you guessed it, looks like a spoon. But it's not just about the bills. Let's talk about their habitats. The shoebill calls the swamps of East Africa home, while the spoonbill prefers the wetlands and estuaries across the globe. Two different birds, two different continents. Now what about their diets? Both birds are carnivorous, but while the shoebill dines on a menu of fish, snakes, and even baby crocodiles, the spoonbill prefers a lighter fare of small fish and insects. In terms of communication, the shoebill is a bit of a strong, silent type, preferring to stand still and silent for long periods, while the spoonbill is more social, often seen in groups, making soft, low calls. And let's not forget about lifespan. The shoebill can live up to 35 years, while the spoonbill lives an average of 15 to 20 years. So, whether you prefer a bird with a shoe for a bill or a bird with a spoon for a bill, you have to admit, nature sure has a sense of humor. Now let's see how much you remember about our two unique birds with a short quiz. Question 1. Which bird, the shoebill or the spoonbill, has a beak shaped like a shoe? Give it some thought. Got your answer ready? If you said the shoebill, you're right. The shoebill gets its name from its massive shoe-shaped bill. Moving on to question 2, which bird has a longer lifespan, the shoebill or the spoonbill? This is a tricky one. Ready for the answer? The shoebill wins this round again. On average, shoebills can live for up to 35 years, while spoonbills typically live up to 20 years. And finally, our third question, which bird, the shoebill or the spoonbill, uses its bill to sweep the water in search of food? Take a moment to think about it. And the answer is, the spoonbill. That's right. The spoonbill uses its spoon-shaped bill to sweep the water for small fish and crustaceans. If you answered all 3 questions correctly, give yourself a pat on the back. But don't worry if you missed any. The important thing is that you're learning and having fun while doing it. Just think, the next time you see a bird, you'll be able to tell if it's a shoebill or a spoonbill. Maybe you'll even impress your friends with your bird knowledge. Remember, these are just 2 of the many fascinating bird species out there. There's a whole world of amazing creatures to discover, so why not start exploring? Well done, everyone! You've learned a lot about the shoebill and spoonbill today. Remember, the world is full of amazing creatures, and the more you learn, the more you'll want to explore. We've had a great time learning about the shoebill and spoonbill today. We journeyed through the world of these unique birds, and discovered some truly remarkable facts. Who would have thought that our world is home to birds with such interesting characteristics? Let's take a moment to revisit what we've learned. We began with the mysterious shoebill, a bird that looks like it walked straight out of a prehistoric era. With its large shoe-shaped bill and towering height of up to 5 feet, it's certainly not your everyday bird. We learned about its behavior, how it remains still as a statue while hunting, and its habitat in the marshes of East Africa. And we can't forget about its unique way of communicating, clattering its bill in a way that sounds like machine gun fire. Then, we moved on to the spoonbill, another extraordinary bird. Its most distinguishing feature is, of course, its spoon-shaped bill, which it uses to sift through the water for food. We learned about its behavior and communication, how it uses body language and soft grunting sounds to express itself. And we explored its habitat, which spans across the world, from Australia to America. We also compared the two, highlighting their similarities and differences. Both birds are named after their unique bills, and both are excellent fishers. But while the shoebill prefers a solitary lifestyle, the spoonbill is more of a social bird, often seen in large groups. We wrapped up with a fun quiz, testing your newfound knowledge about these 2 fascinating birds. We hope you had fun and learned something new today. Thank you for joining us on this feathery adventure. Remember, there's always more to learn about the amazing creatures in our world. So, stay curious, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe the next time you look up at the sky, you'll see a shoebill or a spoonbill flying by. Until next time, keep your eyes to the sky, and you might just spot a shoebill or spoonbill.